everybody. So, who here smokes weed? Yeah? Alright, there they are, officers.
Right.
Easiest plea bargain I've ever done right there. 420 was last week, if you guys know what 420 is, right? Everybody knows what that is? For those of you who don't, the California Highway Patrol's code for marijuana use is 420. If it's going on, they go 420, 420, and please come. And on April 20th every year, everybody who smokes weed gets together and they party. So just to let you know, if you miss 420 this year, good for you, because there are 49 other states. That means 49 other opportunities. New Mexico's code is 501, so I will see you next week. Who here is under 30 years old? Anybody? Okay, raise your hand if you're under 30. Okay, you in the red hat there, what's your name, sir? Sean, can you stand up for a second? Now, can you bend over? Nothing gay. Just bend over and stand right back up. Oh, that's so gay. Now, did you hear any sound out of him? No? Well, let me tell you, when you hit 30, that changes. You're going to bend over when you're 30, and you're just going to hear, And try it out. 12:59 on the eve of your 30th birthday. Bend over, and then do it again at 12:01, and you're just going to go, fuck. Because, and I don't know what that sound is. I have the sneaking suspicion it's all your dreams and aspirations slowly escaping from your body. Because when you turn 30, you stop inhaling oxygen. You start inhaling reality and exhaling your dreams. So I just moved down here recently. I moved from New Jersey about a month ago, and I don't have a place yet. I'm trying to find some place reasonable that I can afford. So what I'm doing is I'm staying at other friends' places. You know, I'm couch surfing, staying a couple days here, a couple days there, and you know, I'm a minimalist. I don't need a lot of stuff. I can stay out of a suitcase. But the one thing that you realize when you're doing that, when you don't have a place to stay, is you have no place to masturbate. I mean, sure, you can go in your friend's bathroom, but how many times can you walk out of there with your laptop and the look of smug satisfaction before they're like, oh, something's going on? Because that's really all an apartment is. I mean, I don't know if anybody remembers like the 80s and 90s in Times Square, they had like these peep shows, and you put like a quarter in the machine, you get to watch like porn for like a minute or so. Well, that's like having an apartment, except you're paying monthly. And it's gotten to the point where I reply to Craigslist ads, or ads when I'm looking for a place, I reply to ads that are like, I saw your Craigslist post, and I am very interested in the room you have available in your shame dungeon. So I was watching the Cosby Show the other day. Who loves the Cosby Show? Yes, I do. Yes. And you know, Bill Cosby's great. He's considered to be the cleanest one of the cleanest comics ever, which is amazing considering how good he was. And I thought it would be hilarious if we could find some guy, a Bill Cosby impersonator, to just go up on stage and tell jokes, but the dirtiest fucking jokes you could think of. I think that would be hilarious in like a Bill Cosby voice. It's like, the things I would do to you with a Jell-O pudding pop. Or like, you know who would enjoy this orgy? Theo. Theo would love this. I'll take a picture of with the Kodak film. And you know that's like his O-face. Like, when he's having sex and he's just about to finish, you know he just goes like this. And that's what he does. I'm sure, like guys, I'm sure that a lot of you are aware that bitches be crazy. Bitches be crazy. You know, you meet some girl at the bar and you're going home, and the whole time you know, like, this is a horrible idea, and you do it anyway. You're literally opening Pandora's box. It's terrible. But that's on you, you know. The worst situation is when, you know, you sleep with a girl and then right afterwards she's talking about like how she really wants to have kids and this and that, and you get all freaked out and you're trying to find an excuse to get up and like pick up all the used condoms that you have, and you got like a ultraviolet light trying to clean up any remnants that you may be able to use in a turkey baster. Something like that. But, you know, guys be crazy too. And especially when you get older, like I'm at the age where I'm starting to want to have kids. I'm like, oh, I don't have any yet. And I'm pretty responsible sexually, but the wealthier and more successful a woman is, the less responsible I am. They're like, oh, your father's a senator. Oh, wow. And I start like poking holes in condoms and like, only having sex in fertile positions. Like, hey, Jake, why do you keep coming over like 2 days before my period? I'm like, I don't know. Okay, I got a little more time left. If you don't know, the George Bush Presidential Library opened this week. And as soon as I heard that, it's just like, joke, coming in my head. And I wrote all these things down, and I thought I would try them out. And I just have them on note cards. And I thought the best way to tell these jokes would be to do them as Norm Macdonald. So, tell me what you think it is. The George W. Bush Library, that's quite a large building for a book. I'm trying to say he's not a fan of literature. The George H.W. Library has the world's largest collection of Curious George books. He had a fascination with the man with the yellow hat, that man. Ironically, the George Bush Library was built on the former site of a school for imbeciles. It's a little harsh. And something that the George Bush Library and the Louvre have in common is their extensive collection of drawings. And I think his paint by numbers collection is phenomenal, for what I hear. Okay, I got 2 minutes left, so I guess I'll do 2 impressions. I got 2 impressions that I'm going to do for you guys. Oh, you know what? You blocked, so I'm not even going to do the first one. All right, this is... How many of you guys have you seen Pulp Fiction? You know? Seen Pulp Fiction? Okay, you know the watch scene from Pulp Fiction with Christopher Walken where he's telling the kid about the watch that he has? Well, this is that scene if it were done by Gilbert Gottfried. Okay. Okay. So your father and I were flying over Hanoi, and we were shot down. And they put us in a POW camp. They called it the Hanoi Hilton. I don't know why they called it that. They didn't even serve a continental breakfast. But anyway, we're in this prison, and your father has this watch, and he shoves it up his ass. For 3 years, he has this thing up his ass. He died of dysentery. Go figure. And when he died, he asked me if I could take the watch. Now, I've been in a prison camp for a long time, so the idea of putting something in my ass is not absolutely foreign to me anymore. So I get out of prison, and I come here, and now I give you the watch. Hold on. In case you haven't been listening to the story, clean the watch. This thing's got more shit on it than Elton John's penis. Okay, and that is my set. Thank you, everybody.